Yeah, what up, y'all? Your boy Lotto, Drop a Gem Boxing, live and direct. Let's get right into it. Canelo Alverez offered a big bag by Haymon and PBC. Rule number one, like DJ Khaled say, secure the bag. Now, we all know Canelo Alvarez is going to get a bag no matter where he goes. The Zone, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, all of that. He's gotten a big bag over there already after he got out of the De La Hoya deal and got back down with the Zone. But the upside to the PBC deal is the level of competition he will get to fight in terms of cementing his legacy, the pay-per-view exposure, the TV exposure. Not everyone has the Zone, and people who do have the Zone, they normally get rid of it right after Canelo fights. He gets bigger exposure, crossover status. He's not as big as he is. He is the cash cow in boxing, but he's not a crossover athlete as of yet. I like that he's moving towards that. You heard him in the last, couple of pre and post presses talking English, and that's regardless what you guys think, that goes a long way. People want to be able to relate to him. America, the United States wants to be able to relate to him more. He already has Mexico. He already got the Mexican Americans. And he already got the hardcore boxing fans. We already know Canelo is special, right? Another thing is Rocky Fielding, all these guys that he's been fighting. Yeah, Gennady Golovkin, all these guys. Not as good as competition he'll get if he goes, to PBC. Potential PBC fights would be what? Let's just think about this. We already know they're in negotiations with Caleb Plant. It sounds like it's falling through. Caleb Plant fight happens easy, right? Could happen easy. Jamal Charlo, the fight a lot of people want. That happens easy. We heard Canelo recently say that if he could fight, I believe they asked him if it's Gennady Golovkin or Jamal Charlo, who would he rather fight? And I believe Canelo said he'd rather fight Jamal Charlo. Well, come get this money with Al, and you're good. You know what I mean? All props to Billy Joe Saunders, like I said, Rocky Fielding, Sergey Kovalev, all these guys. But these guys, in my opinion, it's been a long time since he's fought somebody that I really want to see. A Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez. Beterbiev would be good if he moved up, but Caleb Plant I want to see. I don't care what anyone says. I think that'd be a great fight. A lot of people say Caleb don't have the power. I think he'll give him a great fight. I think he got a shot to win. Will he win? That remains to be seen, right? But like I said, Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo, there's rematches with them pending on the outcomes. He called out Errol Spence. Let's say Errol Spence gets past Pacquiao. That's a little tricky to me to make, not in terms of the money and the contracts and the promoters and the networks. That's more tricky in terms of the weight. Will Errol want to go all the way up? Because Canelo mentioned a catch weight of 164. Now, Errol's he hasn't even fought at 154 yet. I don't see him jumping up right away from 147 to 164, which is a catch weight. I think he'd have to get acclimated to a couple of fights, maybe at 154, then maybe 160. But then again, you never know. The bag is big enough, Listen, Canelo, think this over. If I'm you, it's a 3-fight deal with Haymon and PBC. I know a lot of people hate on PBC. Why? I'm not sure. All the big fights to me are at PBC. Look at Terrence Crawford sitting over there fighting pretty much nobodies anymore. Washed up ex superstar boxers. You know what I mean? They're talking Josh Taylor. That's a decent fight, but that's it. Where else? We don't want to see Ramirez. I don't want to see Ramirez. We don't want to see Zepeda. You know what I mean? Like Regis Prograis already said he's not going at 147. I mean, there's nobody over there, man. But back to Canelo. Canelo, secure the bag, my brother. Secure the bag. Get the exposure. Crossover. Get yourself a few commercials. You know what I'm saying? Be that crossover star. You know what I mean? And that's the deal. Take it, bro. And another thing, if Canelo takes the deal, if he fights Charlo, Benavidez, let's say he goes in there and fights the guys everyone wants to see him fight. Yo, there's no doubt Canelo's a great fighter, but hands down, I give it to him. He's locked in. He won't have to prove anything else. Not saying he does, but a lot of people feel he do. You know what I'm saying? He's fought some great opponents. Let's not get it twisted. He has good names on his resume, but a lot of people think he's taking a couple of L's here and there. I think he's a great fighter. I think Charlo Benavidez, and possibly an Errol Spence fight, a Caleb Plant. I think that cements his legacy, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Then he could do what he want. He can go where he want. He could do Floyd Mayweather exhibitions after that. I don't even care. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Secure the bag. $100 million 3-fight deal. Al Haymon PBC. Let's get it. Drop a gem. Boxing. You already know. Peace.